Hi, welcome. This is a look at our 2006 Mandalay Presidio, also identified as a Thor Presidio. This is the way it looked when we picked it up, and this is the way it looks today. And if you think that's very similar, that's because it is. It's been stored indoors, completely covered and plugged in ever since we bought it in 2016. And no matter where you go to camp with it, it fits right in. And it is a great vehicle for touring the country. We've toured a lot, and I know that you'll look forward to finding places to visit and stay. You'll find it a very comfortable and useful RV. We've really enjoyed it, and I hope that the next owner will get as much fun and interest and enjoyment out of it as we did. In 69 and 70, I had an opportunity to visit about 70 cities in North Georgia on a volunteer assignment I had. And it makes a much more comfortable place to stay than a hotel. We've had a variety of tows, and it tows just about anything well. This is the schematic, and this is a 39B, the second one down. There's also a copy of this in the brochure or the photos. This is the way the coach looks today. It has been stored undercover, as I said earlier. Since we bought it. It just came out when we returned from our last trip in January of 2025. As you can see, the paint still looks good, and it's ready to roll for your first trip this spring. Let's step inside for just a minute. This is the driver's position. You get a great view of the road, and all the controls are well within reach. There is a leveling system. The leveling system is on your left-hand armrest there. There's a picture of it right there along with the transmission settings. The coach is built on a Workhorse chassis, and it has a Cummins 330 horsepower diesel engine. Most importantly about that engine, it was built in 2005. It does not require DEF, so your cost to maintain it are less expensive, and you don't have all the problems that many new diesel owners are having with DEF systems. I think that's one of its greatest attributes. Just stepping back into the coach so you can see this is the way the front end looks. That is a new television and a new sound system over the television. On the right, to the right of it, is the entertainment control system. Immediately to the right of that is your main interior control box. Top left-hand corner is your Magnum box. Tells you the system overrides what's going on with your inverter. If there's any problem that it sees, just kind of gives you a heads up on what's going on. Below that are three rockers. The left two are for your hot water system. You can use either gas, electric, or both if you're in a hurry. And the third one is your quick disconnect that disconnects the house batteries from the chassis batteries. If it's going to be parked for any length of time, you want to do that so they can't drain them. Center console at the top is all your tank levels, gray, black, fresh if you're using that, LP gas, and even the battery condition coming off, so you have multiple checks there. And then the one with the green lights below that is telling you how much power is actually coming into the coach, whether it's coming off your generator or you're hooked up to shore power. But either way, your systems are identified there as working or not. And then the two right-hand boxes are the controls for the major slides on the front, left and right. Just to go back to the levels 1 second, your black tank has an outside hose adapter which you can spray water from the outside to the top of the tank, so you never need a macerator or any other kind of problem. We've never had any problem whatsoever getting a good clean empty on the black tank as long as we use that hose system when we're ready to dump. It's a great feature. All right, this is the passenger side of the front, and that flooring right in front of the chair does fold up out of your way just so you can step in and out. That seat is electronically adjustable 7 ways from Sunday, and it also reclines all the way back like a recliner. It's a great place to travel if you don't need your co-pilot for directions. Let's step outside and we'll take a tour around the storage and the outside, and then we'll go back in. And I apologize, I thought I had clean shots of these bays, and I don't, so you'll see it. It will be clean when you get it. This is the very first storage bay. It actually has electrical outlets in there so that you can run the outside lights, or you could add a television, whatever you'd like. The next two bays go all the way through. One of them has a slide out like this one. And then you come to your battery bay, which has 2 chassis batteries and 4 house batteries, and they can be separated. Beyond that is your electric bay, which kind of runs whatever's happening, tells you what system you're running off of, and controls your inverter. Remind me to show you where the two resets are on the inverter. We walk around to the other side of the coach, and you've got a similar set. The very front one in front of the driver is your hydraulic, so all of that is separated out. Then we've got another two bays that pass all the way through, and finally you come to your wet bay, and I've got extra hoses and a whole box of other equipment. If you want that, I'll leave it, otherwise I'll deliver it clear. Then you come to your electric bay where your 50 amp goes out to your city power, and finally a final bay where you can store the stuff that you might need to level it if you're on an unlevel lot. When we get to the back of the RV, you'll note that there are a couple of things going on there. One is that you've got most of the ladder going up to the roof, and the other part is stored in storage. No real reason to go up there very often, but you can if you need to. The other thing is a brand new in 2023 Roadmaster tow bar, top of the line, and also the connections for the Air Force One air brake system for your Toad. So the coach part is still installed, obviously. You just need to install it on your Toad. So that completes our tour of the outside. Let's go back and take a look inside. The first thing on your left there's the couch and the kitchen area. The couch is new. We replaced it. The one that was there originally had been both sat upon and slept in a lot. That might have been when they were living in it for the first few years. So we replaced that with a new couch that's both comfortable to sit in and can be made into a bed. The kitchen area, which is immediately beyond it, has a countertop, obviously a double sink with faucet, and it has a convection oven and microwave put in together. That's what we use most of the time. We did not use the oven at all, and I don't believe we use the burners. My wife preferred an induction cooking system, which we use most of the time by just plugging in. At the end down there, you'll see a china cabinet with space for your coffee maker or other items, and then there's some storage underneath that. And right across from the end of the kitchen is your refrigerator freezer. Coming back up the driver's side, you'll see the dinette and our seating area. So the dinette seats four, obviously. Two of those chairs have never been sat in before. We just took them out of the box. And then the swivel chairs that you see are Amish swivel rockers. They run about $1,700 to $2,000 a set for the rocker and the ottoman. And it's by far the most comfortable RV seating we have ever found. So if for some reason you don't want them, we'll be glad to take them out, and I'll give you a credit towards replacing it with a couch. All right, so returning to the hallway down at the beyond the kitchen, going toward the bedroom, there's your system control from Dometic. It controls both air conditioner units and the heating unit, and it has a lot of variations. It's a very useful tool. Not shown are two super fans in the ceiling, one in the kitchen and one in the hall, that are not controlled by the Dometic. One has a remote and the other is manual, but they move a lot of air. Across the hall is your refrigerator freezer, and that actually has dual fuel, so you can run it off propane or electric, and it has a switch to warn you if it doesn't know which you really want it to use. So that's a very useful switch up at the top. Just beyond that refrigerator is the door to the toilet. It also swings this way to create a privacy door that blocks off the shower and the bedroom. There is your shower and the hall vanity, which is open. And then beyond, well, there's actually the shower itself, the interior. We've tried a variety of nozzles. That one seems to work the best. There is the hall bathroom, which is completely closed off, and that has the privacy door just beyond it, which will close off just the bedroom. Okay, and that takes us into the bedroom. A wall of closets on your left. That small mirror on the left does open, so you have a window to the outside if you'd like to look outside. That mirror on the right is a full residential size double closet with mirrors on both sides, and it holds plenty of clothing. In the corner, you've got a Splendid washer and dryer. I think in a second we'll see just a view of just the washer and dryer. It's great for small loads if you use it every day. If you have a lot to do, you may want to go to the laundromat, but it does work. We use it every trip. Here's the bedroom itself. The queen bed is very comfortable. We put a new mattress on it a couple of years ago. There are two side tables, one on either side, and it's easy to change the bed linen on this one. So now we're back at the main living area. If you turn the captain's chairs around to face the room and add two folding chairs about the carpet line, you can have 8 adults in conversation or having drinks or even a full meal. We've done it almost every trip. We have a group that large in there, and it's quite comfortable. I think you'll enjoy that space when it's all opened up. All right, well, we've completed our tour, and I look forward to discussing this opportunity with you. Take care.